Hey y'all, welcome back to Cajun Country Living.
Jim and Lydia here, and we are back with another dry pour video. Now we have dry poured stairs, we have dry poured sidewalks, we have stamped concrete, we have, what else?
We have dry poured over busted up existing slabs to make them look brand new again.
And we've also textured a dry pour as well. But today we're gonna be something that y'all have asked and asked and asked for, which is gonna be
ripping one out. And we're not just gonna be ripping any old slab out, we're gonna be ripping out the first slab, the first viral dry pour ever to be on planet Earth, which is right here.
Now this slab has been sitting here for 1,206 days. So 3 years, 3 months, and 19 days. Now we know a lot of y'all have commented and said, we want to see the slab after 5 years. Well, don't worry, we have some more. We're just letting the time cure. So we thought in the meantime, we go ahead and pull this one up. Ever had food stuck between your teeth, or your toothbrush just wasn't cutting it? Or you tried juggling a toothbrush, water flosser, and even floss sometimes, and honestly just give up because, well, it's just too much of a hassle? Trust me, I have been there. And that's exactly why I made the switch to the new game changer, the Soocas Neos. This is your all-in-one solution for a complete clean. The Soocas Neos 2 combines the power of an electric toothbrush and a built-in water flosser. Yep, brushing and flossing all in one step. With its ultra-fine water mist and powerful 124 PSI pressure, the Neos 2 removes 100% of plaque and from hard-to-reach areas and eliminates 35 times more stains compared to the manual toothbrush. Plus, your smile gets noticeably whiter in just 3 days. Weighing only 225 grams, this toothbrush is perfect for home, travel, and everywhere in between. And with 30-day battery life, you'll never have to worry about charging on the go. And one of the best parts, it's effortless. I've got deep clean mode for my everyday routine and quick floss mode when I just need a quick refresh. It even reminds me whenever it's time to switch the brushing to flossing. Y'all, it is so simple and I don't even have to think about it. So if you're tired of all the clutter that comes with cleaning your teeth, try this 2-in-1 Soocas Neos toothbrush. Click the link below and join the multi-clean era. Trust me, y'all, your teeth are gonna thank you. Plus, Black Friday is here, so don't miss your chance to snag this top-notch product at the best price of the year. Tap that link and get yours while the stock lasts. Next week, we're working on our hair.
Now we poured this slab because I, for one, absolutely detest concrete pavers and the grass that grows up in between them, and they always get out of level and what have you throughout the years. We built this chicken coop and we wanted to set it here, but we did not want that happening underneath there. I didn't want to be worried about cleaning up grass or things getting unsettled, and it was just a wash or maybe even a little cheaper than buying concrete pavers. And we poured this slab, it is only 1.5 inches thick, and we dumped this concrete right on top of the grass. We just rolled with it. And it was amazing the people that jumped out there and said, oh my God, you can't pour concrete on grass like it's gonna melt the concrete or something. And a lot of other comments saying, hey, that's only 1.5 inches thick. You don't have any steel reinforcement in it. It's gonna crack, crumble, fall to pieces. And on top of that, the bottom of it is always gonna be dry powder. It's never gonna be hard all the way through. So we got our chickens relocated to where they're gonna be spending the rest of their lives, and we gotta get this chicken pen out of the way, do a little house cleaning around here, and part of that is gonna be removing this slab. Today we're gonna see, is it powder underneath? Is it cured all the way through? Can we pick this thing up together without it breaking apart? Now, I don't know the answer to that. That's gonna be a tall order because this thing is paper thin now. It is really thin. So just the sheer weight might make it break. One thing to keep in mind is you can break any concrete with the right tools. Depends on the thickness, doesn't matter. It can all be broken. So we're just gonna see how it holds up, just ramming the farts of the tractor underneath it and picking it up.
The first order of business is we've got to move this chicken coop off of there. We're going to pressure wash it before so that way we can see if it's got any cracks in it over these last over 3 years and go from there. And then we're all going to experience it together and just see how it turns out.
Well, if you had any questions and wondering if this was the original slab, y'all can line up these chicken tracks from the original video that we put out in August of 2021 of this slab. The chickens ended up walking across it and leaving these prints in it, which we actually kind of liked. Now you can definitely tell over the years that there's been a little bit more of the top gone and more of those rocks are starting to show through. But I also think that that might have to do a little bit with me of pressure washing and pressure washing and pressure washing with the nozzle like right up against the slab. Because if you can tell, it's way more in the front than anywhere else. Because that's where we would get in and out to get the eggs from. So I try to keep that clean and that way we didn't have any chicken poop standing there. But overall, I'm extremely pleased.
I think it held up really, really well. And for this thing to only be 1.5 inches thick, we did find one hairline crack in this thing. And that's probably actually my fault because we moved the chicken coop off of here, I don't know, what was that, a year or so ago, year and a half ago, to make a video. We wanted to show a comparison. And whenever I went to put the chicken coop back on there, I had my brother's 100-horse New Holland tractor, and I actually rolled a tire up on top of it. So I don't know if that's when it happened or not, but
even if it is, Jim Wayne, I mean, just a little hairline fracture for an 1.5 inch thick slab for a New Holland tractor to be rolled up on it, that's doing pretty good.
yeah, and you can't even hardly see it. You have to really, really look for it, and I'm not even sure that it goes all the way through. It's just right here on this front edge would explain the tractor tire. Now we cut this grass, we have the big 0-turn mower, and we have slammed that deck into these corners and everything else, and it does have some chips. It has been abused, but all in all, I'll have to say, to be as thin as it is, I mean, to not even mix the concrete, just look at it. Would you look at it?
And for only $75. So at the time, I don't know what it would have cost us now, but being only, I believe we did this 4x8. Is that what this is, or is this a 5x8?
This was a 5x8.
Okay, so it being the 5x8 size for $75, you could not pay anybody or us to even come do that for you for $75. All right, now I think we should really get into what we've been waiting for this whole time. I think it's time to dig her up.
What are you gonna do if we flip this over and it's just nothing but powder underneath it? Are your feelings gonna be hurt?
Absolutely not. I'm always open to learning new things all the time.
Absolutely.
Now, are yours?
Spoiler alert, there will be no powder in this slab.
We don't know that yet.
Well, you heard it here, folks. There will be no powder under this slab. Just listen to old Jimbo. Watch us flip this thing over. Y'all, check this out. One piece.
So far, we
Dry
haven't
poured
moved it yet.
slab, 1.5 inches thick, threw out on top of the grass, picked up with the tractor. I mean, a little bit, but still. We picked it up with the tractor, and it's in one piece. No big deal. This dry pour stuff is the ticket, I'm telling you. I cannot wait. For all of my dry pour haters out there, concrete whispers, I can hear them now.
Yeah, it's gonna crumble whenever you go to pick it up. Now, I know we haven't picked it up fully,
Yeah,
but I mean, still, look at it.
pretty impressed. I mean, it's super thin, and I don't know. Kind of speaks for itself, you know?
All right, well, we're not gonna stop there. We're gonna go ahead and pick this up all the way. If it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't, then even better, less for us to move. But we're definitely gonna get this thing completely moved out of the way so we can see what's underneath. We just flip her over. How's that sound?
I like that idea. Well, y'all, our little thin slab did not pass our high lift test. It broke right in the little hairline crack that we had. That's a lot of weight for a little thin slab, but I have to say that I am still super impressed. First thing is that you can look underneath this thing and see there's no dry pockets of nothing. It's cured all the way through. So if you look under here, you'll see the clay underneath, and all that is dirt. Everything else is solid as a rock. And it's kind of bittersweet tearing this out because this is, like we said before, the first dry pour slab that YouTube has ever seen. And we did extensive research before we put this out here.
Now, we had no doubts that this was going to be cured all the way through. And I'm going to explain to y'all exactly why, and it's really as simple as this. Concrete is porous. Concrete absorbs water, y'all. So if you want to test what I just said out, go outside, get you a gallon of water, and dump it on that concrete. See what happens. It's going to soak in to the concrete. It might move a little bit if it's leveled one way or the other, but you can watch it get soaked up into that concrete.
I'm going to flip this small piece, or I'm going to attempt to flip this small piece all the way over so we can get a really good look at the bottom and just take a peek at it. Oh, that feels like a lot of bags of concrete. So when I dropped it, this corner broke off. It'll give us a good cross section to look in here to see if there's any dry powder or any parts of the concrete that didn't cure. And this is about as good an example as you're ever going to get. Is it solid all the way through.
All right, all in all, that seriously made me sweat enough to have to take my jacket off. That made me really nervous. But it worked out extremely well.
I don't know why it made you nervous. The whole name of the game was to get this thing demoed and moved out of the way.
So now we do understand, y'all, that this is only 1.5 inches, so of course it's going to be easier to cure than maybe like the 4-inch one that we did in the front of the house, or those steps that were over 3 foot deep of dry pour.
Yeah, I think it was actually a little over that. They're 3 foot thick and they're a massive set of steps. But I think whenever the little 5-inch slab that we poured in front of our house with the reinforcement wire, I think when it gets to this same age, we should tear it out. Take a look at it, see what you think. What do y'all think? Y'all think we should tear it out and look at it and see how it holds together? We pulled out all the stops on it, just like if we were gonna do a regular wet pour. And it still looks great, but it is a lot thicker. So if there was gonna be an opportunity for any dry patches, it'd be more presented in it than it would this little 1.5 inch slab.
Yeah, I think we need to give that one just a little bit longer so that way we can maybe do like 1,207 days instead of 1,206 days. But all in all, y'all, this is exactly what we thought was going to happen. For 75 bucks, you really can't do any better than this.
So as time permits, we always try to do at least a couple of these dry pour projects a year. Like the concrete sidewalk we did earlier in the year, it turned out fabulous. And the humongous set of concrete dry pour steps all the way up to my brother's front porch. Things like that. If there's something out there that y'all would like to see a step-by-step along the way, drop down in the comments and let us know.
Well, Cajun family, we're going to try to get this moved and out of the way, and I guess that's all for today.
We got to find a place to put this.
I got a few good low spots that I'm thinking of. Maybe back in the woods somewhere.
Won't fit on the Great Wall of Hooters. What a shame. What a shame.
All right, well, y'all make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, Cajun family.